Let's go live to Kyiv to speak to Ukrainian MP Kira Rudik. Kira, it's always a pleasure to have you on the show. We just heard from Melania Trump saying that 8 Ukrainian children have been reunited with their families. How important is her involvement in this matter?
Hello, Leigh-Ann, and thank you so much for having me. I think Melania Trump, First Lady, is a really underrated friend of Ukraine, and we should be talking and highlighting more her role and express our gratefulness. Because I want to remind you that there were many attempts by different leaders onto returning Ukrainian children home, and these attempts were rarely successful. So as of right now, we know of at least 20,000 children that have been abducted by Russia. And it's not only Ukraine saying that, that has been confirmed by International Criminal Court. And this is why there was an order to Putin's arrest issues, exactly because of abduction of these children. And so even if when a small amount will return to their families, it's a huge deal, and we are so grateful for it. But we need to be working to figure out how to return all those children home, because they are the victims of the war that were obviously uncalled for.
And Kira, let's talk about something a little bit different. It's been an extremely difficult night in Kyiv, and thousands of homes are still without any water or power after Russia struck Ukraine with hundreds of drones. What are residents experiencing?
Oh, well, Leigh-Ann, I can tell you from my own experience, because right now when we are talking, my home is running on a diesel generator. So I have the laptop, I have the lights, and I have my fridge that is connected to the power, so we are able to somehow survive. But there are so many people who do not have that, and Kyiv is partially in darkness, as many other cities. This is not the first time Russia is trying to use darkness and winter as a weapon. So they are targeting our energy facilities, water facilities, and of course heating facilities. And to break our spirits, we have gone through that 2 years ago and 3 years ago, and we know what to expect. It's very unpleasant. It's terrorists as it is. However, we also understand that this is the only thing that Russia can do. You know, they are unable to push forward at the front line. They are unable to make any significant gains. This is why they are trying to break us, and they will fail.
And President Zelenskyy says we need decisive action from the US, Europe and the G7, Kira, in delivering air defense systems and enforcing sanctions. Why are Ukraine's allies so hesitant to do this?
I think even after 3.5 years of full-scale invasion, there are still some people who have this fear in their mind about what Russia may do. Again, here in Ukraine, we already seen everything that Russia may do. They have committed all kinds of the war crimes on our territory. They have abducted our children, and we still continue fighting. You remember at the first day, nobody wanted to give us even the javelins or tanks, because they were afraid of what Russia may do. And look, right now we are fighting with the tanks, we are fighting with long-range missiles, and Russia was not able to do anything. So we are saying, do not fear any kind of escalation, because it only exists in these diplomatic attempts to pressure Europe into going back. We see right now that Russia has extended the places of attack, and that there are many European countries that were attacked by so-called anonymous drones. Does anybody believe that those are anonymous? And obviously there were attacks on Romanian and Polish territories by confirmed Russian drones. So Russia feels its impunity, and Europe needs to protect its defense. And we have been saying since the day one that if you arm Ukraine, you wouldn't have to worry that some Russian drones will be able to go to Poland, because we will be defending everyone as we were doing it before. We hope that these attacks on specific countries will again bring the decisiveness from European leaders, from President Trump, to the decisions that are better made earlier than later. Because if these decisions will be made later, we will be out with no energy system, no energy grid, totally in the darkness.
And Kira, I just wanted to ask you about that, because on Monday, at least 5 people were killed, with tens of thousands also losing their power. So this week too, how is Ukraine now able to protect itself and its energy infrastructure after this constant bombardment by Russia? Do you need Tomahawk missiles from the US? Does Donald Trump need to make his mind up about that?
Absolutely. So first, we need the wide-range missiles, and we have been saying it since the day one. Second, what we need is additional air defense systems, including Patriot missile systems. Again, since the day one, this was what we were asking for, because the amount of the drones that are coming our way is absolutely despicable. So you have seen there were 20 drones going onto Poland's way, and it was very hard for them to take them down. Imagine what happens when it's 450 drones that are coming our way almost every night. Like, what capacity should we have to be able to take them down? And the third, very important, is sanctions. If Russia is able to produce drones and missiles, this means they are finding the gaps within the sanctions, and they are able to still deliver the necessary particles to Russia and then manufacture those missiles and drones. So we are calling to our allies to look deeper into how the sanctions are working and close the loopholes. Because again, everybody's security depends right now on that.
Ukrainian MP Kira Rudik, as always, thank you so much, and keep safe and well.
Thank you.